you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this government has one set of emission targets. The feds have a different target, and the idea this administration is fixated on is carbon capture and storage, the most expensive method for reducing emissions ever at $200 to $500 per tonne of CO2, that even the most optimistic agree will not come close to reaching either of these targets. So, to the Minister of the Environment, since the government is rapidly approving oil sands development again, and so clearly no reduction coming from there,
Minister of Environment. Minister of Environment.
Well, Mr. Speaker, let's just clarify this whole issue of carbon capture and storage and whether or not the economics are in play. Clearly, when you involve new technology, there is at the outset a significantly higher cost that tend to come down over time. If someone doesn't take the initial impetus to get these projects underway, to prove up the technology, then we'll never get to the point, Mr. Speaker, where we can actually rely on this kind of technology to dramatically bring the kind of reductions we need in place.
Honourable member.
Okay, well, back to the same minister then. What is this ministry's plan B if carbon capture and storage doesn't pull through in achieving 70%, because that's the target, of our emissions reductions?
Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the fact of the matter is that Alberta is not an island, and it will be extremely difficult for Alberta to achieve targets if the rest of North America, indeed the rest of the world, is not on the same page. Mr. Speaker, it doesn't do any good to Alberta to impose the kinds of restrictions that would be necessary if we simply drive the emissions offshore. So, Mr. Speaker, the plan is very clear that we need to continue our efforts to get everybody.
Member.
Thanks. I don't think you can claim leadership and then blame everybody else if it doesn't work. But back to the same minister. He earlier mentioned, another minister mentioned deadlines to apply for Green Trip. But I'm wondering around what is the government's drop-dead dates for making decisions on the progress of carbon capture and storage? In other words, at what point does the government decide it's not working or not economical?
Honourable Minister. Honourable Minister of Energy.
Storage falls under my ministry. This particular member of the House likes to ask the questions, well, what if, Mr. Speaker? Well, what if? Well, what if the sky falls? Are we supposed to have a plan for what if the sky falls? Mr. Speaker, we believe very seriously that carbon capture and storage will be an integral environmental and economic benefit to this province, and I'm going to speak in second reading on our bill today, and I encourage the member to be here to hear it.